So here are 3 of them. They are so gorgeous. Love how that turned out. Here's the back. Now you can put clay on the back if you want and bake it again. Hello and welcome to BCC Art Studio. I'm Billy. Today I am going to show you how to make some geometric design. So to start off with, I'm going to be using some white Sculpey Primo clay. And you'll need some mica powders and an X-Acto knife. And also a blade. So to start off with, I am going to cut my clay into a uniform shape, taking off all the rough edges. And then I'm going to cut this into 3. So each one of these is going to get a mica powder. And I have chosen purple, hot pink, and gold. So we're going to start off with 1, and we're going to start off with purple. And I'm just going to rub this all over my clay, all over the front. And you want to make sure that you get all of the edges for this technique. I'm going to grab a piece of paper here, just wipe off what I have on there, so I used it earlier. So I'm just going to grab a piece of paper and varnish it. It's a piece of freezer paper, so I want to varnish that mica powder into the clay. Then I'm going to pick that up, and I'm just going to varnish it with the table. And I'm going to do that for all of these different colors, 1 for this one, 1 for that one. Just wiping this off so I don't transfer any of the other color. And I'm just going to varnish it into the clay. So we want to lay our 3 pieces out like so. And I think I want this one over here, this one over here, Now we want to take our blade, and I'm going to use my short blade, making sure it's clean. And we are going to take some thin slices. Try to keep them level and even. And we're just going to take them out and lay them on our surface. And usually the first one for me does not want to come off. So I'll just lay it out. Trying to make it stuck to the table there so it'll stop moving. But it keeps wanting to stick to my blade. Anyway, so we're going to grab our next one. Pull it away, and we are going to just butt that up to the one that we have. Butt it up there, pushing in and pulling back. And hopefully, of course it's not going to work for me right now because I'm videotaping. Just press, there. And we're going to continue to do this until we use up all of our clay. When you're butting these up, you notice that I go at an angle. And when I go at an angle, it's because I am trying to attach the white to the white and make it so it's not seen. So I'm going at an angle, coming in from the side and pushing up on the bottom. Now that it is all together, before we do anything else, we are going to burnish it. Dropped my microphone. So we're going to take a piece of wax paper or whatever paper you have. I'm taking a piece of freezer paper and I'm just going to cover this and varnish it all together. Blending those lines just a little bit to get them to stick together and stay together. So right now, what we have is this. There's the back. We are going to cut this to make our geometric design. But first thing, I want to sharpen up these edges, so I'm going to trim them up. So now what I want to do is I'm going to cut these into some slices. I'm going to try to make them as even as possible. Just moving them off to the side. Let's just start like this. Alright, I think I got it figured out. I couldn't remember how I did it, but so basically I'm trying to keep this line in the middle here even. I'm not worried about the outer edge right now, but I am doing roughly 4 squares. Just pushing them all together. Actually, I need to cut that edge. Alright, that's going to be good enough. I'm going to move these scraps out of the way. We're going to grab our paper and we are going to varnish it again. You want to make sure all these lines are blended and stuck together. I am giving it a little bit of a pressure to it just to make sure it's nice and flat and nice and blended. Now we're not trying to blend the colors, we're just trying to blend those lines. And this is the effect and the pattern. See, I have a little bit of a hole right there, which I'm going to have to fill in with some clay. Actually, I should be able to fix that right now by squishing that together. Let's try finishing it again. It's better, but it's still there. But geometric patterns. Now let's see what we can cut out of that. Alright, so I think I'm going to use these weird shaped ones. Rounded triangles, maybe they're called. I don't know, but just going to cut those out. Go around my edges. Make sure that no fluff. Okay, so these are going to go in the oven for 30 minutes. Now I'm going to top coat these with UV resin. And I'm going to be using Let's Resin High Viscosity. Going to cure that for 2 minutes. It is now time for the results. So here are 3 of them. They are so gorgeous. Love how that turned out. Here's the back. Now you can put clay on the back if you want and bake it again. The only thing I don't like about these cutters is I only have the one, so everything's the same shape, same size, so there's no left, no right. And I did one like this. Now, if you would like to see how I do stuff like this, I am going to be making a video of me doing one of these like this, but it will be for members only. So if you would like to see that, hit the join button on the bottom of the video there and jump in. Thank you for watching and happy pouring.